Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 29th, 2013. It's currently 8:44 a.m. and we have some foggy weather conditions out there throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas, with some locations reporting visibilities below 2 miles. Now, this fog will lift by roughly 10 to 10:30 a.m., followed by variable cloud cover. Now, as you can see in the observations, we have winds from the east that will transport a marine air mass into the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. Temperatures are ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s over Long Island, lower to mid 70s over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and also much of New Jersey, and of course mid to upper 60s over the northern interior. With this easterly flow, we're going to experience variable cloud cover throughout the day, generally low cloud cover. So what we're going to see is that we're going to have some breaks, and some of those breaks, of course, are going to bring out the sun, but also will start to slightly destabilize the atmosphere, so don't rule out an isolated shower here or there for this afternoon. Look for temperatures basically to range from the lower to mid 80s throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, closer to 80 along the coast, closer to about 84 as you move a little bit further inland. On the latest surface map, you can see we have an area of low pressure over Virginia and another one over the mid-Atlantic coastal waters, and that's basically producing an easterly wind between this low pressure system and this high pressure system. That's why we're seeing these winds coming from the east and northeast today. As this low pressure system moves further out into the Atlantic, we'll see winds become more light and variable by tomorrow morning, producing more of a tranquil weather pattern for the last day of the week. Still a threat for an isolated shower because we're dealing with a rather unsettled weather pattern, but for the most part expect dry conditions with temperatures remaining in the lower to mid 80s for highs and low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. On the latest radar, you can see we have a few isolated showers here and there, but nothing widespread, nothing like what we saw yesterday where that area of heavier rainfall moved into much of New Jersey. Instead, we have basically an isolated to widely scattered shower here or there. Otherwise, no major rainfall areas developing. Thus, I expect generally dry conditions for most locations for today. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see that strong disturbance nicely developing out here over the mid-Atlantic coastal waters. And as a result, we're seeing, for the most part, dry conditions and basically tranquil weather conditions from the mid-Atlantic all the way back into the Ohio River Valley. And we can see that even more impressively on the water vapor satellite picture. Because of all the rising air going on over the Atlantic, we have sinking air developing over much of the mid-Atlantic from basically the New York City metro all the way down into North Carolina. Our next disturbance is way out here, and that's what's going to be approaching us by Saturday with widespread showers and thunderstorms. So here is our latest model guidance from the Penn State UL website. Of course, using the European model guidance as it's been performing rather nicely of late. Here we are for this evening. Again, we're still under that northwesterly flow aloft. Temperatures basically averaging near normal for this time of year. By the time we get into Friday evening, that northwesterly flow weakens just a little bit, but you can see that disturbance approaching just in time for Saturday. So again, there's going to be a threat for a few isolated showers here and there, but not a washout, not any widespread rainfall whatsoever. By the time we get to Saturday, look for temperatures to move to be a little bit warmer. We're talking about lower to mid 80s on the coast, mid to upper 80s away from the coast, especially in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Our cold front will be approaching, but will also be weakening as it's doing so. So look for scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday evening. I think much of the day on Saturday will remain dry, but then Saturday evening we'll see more widespread showers and thunderstorms moving into the region. I think these thunderstorms, though, will remain below severe levels. By the time we get to Sunday, we're going to continue on to this pattern where we're going to see disturbance after disturbance moving through. Again, widely scattered to isolated showers for Sunday and Monday, not a washout, but clearly we're going to be under the threat for these showers and thunderstorms each afternoon. And combined with that, look for temperatures basically to range from the lower to mid 80s along the coast, possibly some upper 70s on the south side of Long Island, and also away from the coast, generally in the mid to upper 80s, especially in the Delaware River Valley. So that's going to continue on for Sunday and for Monday. But notice as these disturbances dive south, we're starting to carve out a nice trough over the eastern United States. Another cold front will move through on Tuesday with more widespread showers and thunderstorms. And then by Wednesday, we finally clear out with Canadian high pressure starting to take control, leading to more of a northwesterly wind at the surface, leading to low humidity and temperatures averaging in the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. That is your forecast for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen D. Martino. Follow the latest weather information at NYNJPA Weather and NYNJPA Weather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.